Hey there. So I had a question come in regarding the universal teacher, which was, is the universal teacher just another unnecessary external mommy and daddy figure? Or does the potential of the universal teacher live in the heart of all beings? So I agree that the potential of the universal teacher lives in the heart of all beings. That seed is present in every human being. The question is, how does that seed awaken without a map? We can say, for example, the potential for Carl Jung or Steiner lives in all of us. And in a way, that is true. Yet without their embodied example, most of us would never have known depth psychology, the shadow and the self, or understand the concept of Christ consciousness itself, let alone biodynamic farming or Waldorf schools. The same was true with breaking the 4-minute mile in 1954. Human potential unfolds by witnessing possibility made real. In my experience, it is the same with spiritual realization. Every soul carries the potential to become the universal teacher, a Christed expression of consciousness. Yet it seems almost impossible for that potential to fully awaken without a living example. Even Moses had a guide. Rumi had Shams. Christ had many teachers and examples. Every luminous soul throughout history was ignited by another who carried the flame. In yoga, they say that the passing down of knowledge through a lineage is the same as how you would get a perfectly ripe mango down from the top of a tree. If you let the mango just fall to the ground, you will ruin the fruit. However, if you have others climb the tree at different heights and pass the fruit down one at a time, hand by hand, it reaches the ground safely and intact. A mommy or daddy figure may be the first step on the journey. Let's face it, none of us would be here without the parents who formed us or by the teachers who held us when we could not yet hold ourselves. As Robert Johnson wrote in Inner Gold, when we awaken to new possibilities in our lives, we often see them first in another person. This can become a distorted projection when we place our unconscious potentials onto someone else. But a true teacher understands this dynamic. They may hold your inner gold for a time so you can see what is possible, yet they always return it, knowing that the real aim is for you to awaken that same brilliance within yourself. In truth, we all still have mommy and daddy figures right now. We simply call them corporations. They tell us what to buy, what to chase, what to value. And in many cases, they quietly parent our desires, our fears, and our identities. If humanity is going to have an archetype guiding its development, would it not be far more beneficial for that archetype to be a perfected human being rather than a profit-driven entity? A realized soul carries the blueprint of human potential, while a corporation carries the blueprint of consumption. This is the essential difference between a parent figure and a true teacher. The universal teacher is a soul who has polished the mirror of their being through countless incarnations until nothing remains but pure reflection. When you look at them, you do not see them, you see yourself. This is not random or accidental. It is the precision of divine law unfolding across lifetimes through intention, sacrifice, remembrance, and devotion. We know that history repeats itself. Entire civilizations rise and fall in cycles. Ideas, inventions, and archetypes return again and again. So is it really impossible for an enlightened being of the highest quality to appear once more? Did Jesus, Buddha, and Krishna only come once and then never again? Or is it possible, like all patterns in history, that the embodiment of this archetype walks among us again, arriving precisely when humanity is ready for its next step? If God is unconditional, we certainly can't rule it out. And at the same time, we cannot sit around waiting for such a being to appear without doing our work. We all have a responsibility. We must pray and move our feet. We must polish the mirror of our own hearts. We must cultivate the qualities we hope to recognize in another. We must wake up, clean up, grow up, and show up within ourselves. The arrival of an enlightened being does not excuse us from the work. If anything, it calls us deeper into it. A true teacher is not here to be followed or worshiped or used as a replacement parent. Their purpose is to guide each of us into the universal teacher within our own heart. And while the universal teacher lives inside all beings, the presence of someone who has walked farther on the path is a living treasure. Their experience is a map. Without that map, many would lose direction or mistake the way. That is why I honor the ones who came before me and why I share what I have been shown, not to create dependency, but to help each soul recognize the authority and brilliance already within them. Thank you for your presence and attention.